Area pools will likely get a workout over the holiday weekend, but that family fun can easily turn tragic. First Alert meteorologist Ed Russo has some great information on how to keep your backyard pool safe from tragedy. Ed?
That's right, Rick. You're having a backyard BBQ and the water is surrounded by people. Surely if someone starts to drown, they'll be noticed immediately, right? Without the proper safety nets, you'd be surprised how fast a struggling swimmer can go under, completely unnoticed. We've all heard stories of children drowning in a crowded setting. Often the response is, how did no one see the person struggling? Or, why wasn't anyone watching the water? Check out this crowded wave pool in Charleston, South Carolina. Can you spot the struggling swimmer before the lifeguard does? Look at all these swimmers having fun while just inches away someone is fighting for their life. No one notices but the lifeguard. Drowning is not what Hollywood depicts, screaming with arms flailing.
And what most people don't know is that drowning is silent. They'd be waiting for, the yelling, splashing, waving, help mom, I'm drowning, when actually if somebody's drowning, they're, can't yell because they're either choking on water or they're gasping for air.
Dave Benjamin is executive director of the Great Lakes Surf Rescue Project. It's an organization dedicated to water safety across the Great Lakes.
Signs of drowning is typically facing the closest exit of the water, mouth of water level, head tilted back, they're vertical and doing a climbing the ladder motion in the water.
The drowning person is usually underwater within 60 seconds. When CPR is performed within 2 minutes, there is a 94% survival rate. The threat is much more severe around 3 minutes because the person's heart stops. Around 4 minutes, there is irreversible brain damage. At 10 minutes, the survival rate is only 14%. The problem is, even when someone goes under, it can take a while to spot them in an active pool.
Clear water, flat water, you can see straight to the bottom, you can see somebody, but unfortunately if people are playing and there's distractions, they don't know what's at the bottom of the water.
We tested that theory at a local family's pool. See anything wrong? Look what you can see now that the surface of the water has settled. A lifeless dummy at the bottom of the pool. It's another example of why drowning can go unnoticed. The best way to keep everyone safe is to understand the concept of SAFER 3. Safer water, safer people, safer response. Safer water entails enclosing the pool with a fence and/or a locking pool cover. Have floats available to throw someone. Safer people involves teaching others, especially kids, basic swimming skills. Until then, children should wear a Coast Guard approved personal flotation device.
Those inflatable arm floaties, they can be some aid. The problem is they're cheaply made. If they deflate, a child jumps in, they could just slip off the arm.
Simply telling someone to watch the water isn't enough. You need to make sure that the person you assign that responsibility to knows the signs of drowning and has the proper equipment to perform a rescue. One way to assign that responsibility to someone is to give them a water watcher card or lanyard that they can wear around their neck that states their sole responsibility is to watch the water for trouble. Safer response entails having an emergency action plan to save someone's life. It's important to know that rescue objects don't have to be your traditional life rings, but could be something as simple as a football or soccer ball, anything that floats. Having someone available in your group that knows CPR is always a huge plus. If you ever notice your child is missing, it's imperative that you always check the water first.
You want to know the water around your house. Do your neighbors have pools? Do they have restricted access to those, water, whether it's a koi pond, a hot tub, or a pool?
The leading cause of accidental death in children 1 to 4 is drowning. It's the second leading cause of accidental death in children 1 to 14. Many of those incidents occur in pools. The statistics are unsettling, but Rick, a proper understanding of the subtle nature of drowning and how it's so preventable is a first great step in reducing tragedy.
Yeah, it really is. And if you think about a person in the water by themselves, what about those survival techniques? What can they do when they feel themselves going under?
We always stress flip, float, and follow. Flip on your back, float, emphasis on float because float you conserve energy. Follow the safest course to safety, which in a pool would be the nearest exit. If you are too tired to swim, continue floating. Your only other alternative is to drown. You can wait for somebody to come rescue you. As long as you're floating, you're alive.
There you go. Really great information, especially this time of year.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.